certification and frequent audits and so on. Okay? Anybody knows? You know what's OSHAD?
Yeah.
OSHAD, yeah. Occupational Safety and Health, Abu Dhabi. Okay? This is, we will give maybe like 20 minutes again repetition for the orientation for that system, but it's very important. You know, we will not lose anything to do it. We will speak the first part or the first day. Try to make it part one day. We'll speak about the awareness about the system. This awareness about the system will be the most valuable, let us say, because it gives us the complete picture. You know, how this system built, how this system is implemented, and how this system is audited. Okay, so we'll speak about there is 20 core elements that the system. These 20 core elements expect that anybody will come to visit your facility, they will be searching for those. Okay, searching for implementation of those. Okay, this is what we'll try to cover in the first part. So we'll speak about the OSHAD, the system, how they build the system and so on, and then we'll go for details. In a short way, we can say that we will study together the checklist used by the auditors, whether internal audit or external auditors. Okay, this will help us a lot to be able to do the audit. Second part or the second day, we plan to be purely speaking about the audit techniques itself. You know, how to be an auditor. Could be for ISO, could be for OSHAD, could be for GSIA. Also, GSIA, we are using the word surveyor. No, not auditor. You know, the EFQM or SKIA or this excellence award, we call it, you know, assessor. But whatever the name is, okay, we'll try to give you kind of the audit technique. Audit technique, you understand, it is a matter of, you know, very well what's the audit criteria, what standard you are auditing, you know, and then it will be the techniques for collecting and gathering information, difficulties you may face, you know, how talented and how you know, flexible you are to accept and accommodate the people, accommodate the organization, the schedule of the staff, lots of stuff to consider, you know, and this ended by how to put your report in writing, how to send the report to the concerned, how to have an action. Hi, how are you doing? No, it's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm missing, I think another one still, right?
Yes.
Still one more. Okay. You came to the right time. So, yeah, this is all about the second part of that training, which will be the audit techniques as we discussed. So this second day, really the people hands-on, I'm okay to invite more people tomorrow, okay? Among the people you invited for the risk management and for the yeah, bring them in, because the second day is about audit, you know? How I send you the agenda, what is the task I will give it to you, the type of check sheet you have to have, and so on. So I'm okay with this. No need for them really to be officially invited, or it's something internal between me and you. Just bring them tomorrow to get that second part, to know what is the operational part of this. In case they have an action or questions or something, we will be able to answer them. Actually, they got very exposed. The 20 people trained for the last 2 days, I guess it was a very successful one. They get the knowledge, they was very engaged, and they responded very well in the practical exercises and so on. So I believe many of them is a good candidate for internal audit. Okay? So this is the second part, as we said, introduction to the audit, internal audit management, non-conformance reports, auditor role, communication of the audit finding, the reporting. We speak little about Form C, and we'll repeat this form many times. Form C is the checklist used by OSHAD for the audit. You know, we are memorizing some names now and some forms, but this is one of the forms we discussed thoroughly. We'll speak about one of the elements of the system again, which is 8, which speak about audit and inspection, technical guidelines, you know, on the audit and inspection. Let me start with the law, you know, the standard. You know, what's the requirement, you know, your hospital subscribe to. How many OSHAD audits, internal audits, you should have per year?
6.
Audits.
How many?
Audits.
Internal audits.
Audits, luckily it's 4 only. Four, okay. What about inspections? 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Why this happened? Because health authority, likely they make, like, you know, all the hospitals in Abu Dhabi are high risk facility. So this is the frequency of high risk facility. like Emirates Steel, like, you know, so they consider all hospitals are high risk. Some other organizations, they are moderate risk, and some other organizations, they are low risk, which doesn't have such, you know, frequency of audits, okay? So to start with, you know, the requirement internally, you have to conduct 4 internal audits, and you have to conduct 6 internal audits. What we name this? Internal audits, right? Or internal inspection. This is, you can name it, you know, like first party audit and inspection, right? There is another requirement to new, which is a second party audit and inspection, which is done by the Health Authority Abu Dhabi. Okay? This will be at least 1 per year. So you should expect now, because you are in the middle of the first year maybe, or about to finish the first year, expect anybody from HAD from a separate section which is called OSHAD section. It's no longer HSMS, they name it OSHAD. This one located in Mafrank. It's a separate office under Health Authority.
I mean,
and it's part of your license. You know that you have been issued a license for that. It's supporting license, if we can say, you know. They are the one issuing this license to you, and they have the right to come and visit your facility to do inspection, okay, and also to do one audit, okay. So you have to be ready for this. You know, maybe they visit during the first year or upon the end of the first year to make sure their main intention is to make sure that this system have been implemented since you got the certificate. When you got the certificate exactly? July 2016, right? So the countdown started from that date. From the July, the first quarter applicable with you will be, I don't know, end of September. So end of September you have to submit, you know, the Form E. You have to start getting some, you know, internal audits for the first quarter. Maybe you have like a couple of inspections and so on. So put this in mind. All the requirement written in the system you submitted to Health Authority must be reality, must be deployed, you know, must be, you cannot say like, you know, we don't know, it's us. We got certificate, this certificate means that we accepted all the document submitted to us. We submitted as a system, right, to Health Authority, and they give the approval certificate. From that day, you have commitment, you know, for each 12 calendar months. Then will come the third milestone, which is again audit, which is third party audit. Third party audit will be an external company, not OSHAD, not HAD. It will be one of the companies registered on the website of OSHAD as certified companies to do third party audit. They will come again to ask the same question: did you deploy the system or not? Okay, so how many audits you have now? Internal, first party. Second party, which is, you know, HAD. Third party, which another company should come from outside. So take it this way, okay? Usually second party means your regulator, the one who issue your license. They have the right to come and check on you, okay? Many other milestones, as I told you, the environmental monitoring, you know, the training, what you have done, this is all what we will discuss, okay? So this is the 2 parts. Big a deal, I know that you are busy. I'll give you the what you call it, you know, the core that can help you to, as a management, to receive even a report from auditors to know what they are speaking about. You have the reference for the standard you can refer to read it and work out an actionable items, you know, in response to that auditor, in case if there is any findings and so on. So it gives you the knowledge about the system itself. But doing the audit, maybe we will concentrate much on this by tomorrow. Okay? We have to run the video again, sorry for that. I heard that you have it, you know, like 5 times only last month, but not enough. Okay? Let us see. This is video about OSHAD. Give us the story since it started, and also gives very good idea on the importance of that system.
Abu Dhabi Occupational Safety and Health Centre on February 1st, 2010. Abu Dhabi Occupational Safety and Health Centre OSHAD was established. OSHAD aims to oversee and monitor the implementation of Abu Dhabi Occupational Safety and Health System Framework, OSHAD SF, through an integrated system framework for managing all aspects related to occupational safety and health, OSH. Vision: safe and healthy workplaces for all. Mission: Developing integrated system frameworks and systems designed to provide safe and healthy workplaces, keeping pace with comprehensive development plans and programs of Abu Dhabi government, and meeting or exceeding international best practices. OSH strategic goals. Developing and updating OSHAD SF. Following up OSHAD SF implementation. Training and building capacities. Developing incentives programs. Managing performance. Developing health insurance system for occupational injuries. Developing a new system for insurance against risks associated with work facilities. Key centre responsibilities and activities. Overseeing the implementation of OSHAD SF in both public and private entities by offering necessary guidelines on OSHAD SF development. Reviewing and approving systems and documents related to OSHAD SF implementation. Following up progress through visits and meetings. Monitoring performance. Auditing approved systems, ensuring that approved systems are audited on annual basis. Monitoring investigations into reportable serious incidents to ensure necessary corrective measures are taken and the repetition of incidents is avoided. Raising awareness through offering required training on OSHAD SF. Coordinating awareness activities between various sectors and public entities, leading awareness programs on various OSH aspects, building capacity by Kudarat program for registering OSH professional entities to ensure improving performance level, registering OSH practitioners to ensure the provision of qualified staff, organizing OSH events with the participation of international organizations with the best OSH practices, developing incentives system for improving and promoting OSHAD SF implementation at emirate level, creating electronic database for providing full information on OSH aspects, conducting surveys on OSH in coordination with relevant entities, reporting to the Executive Council Abu Dhabi on OSHAD SF performance at emirate level. Strategic partners, fostering collaboration with several local, regional and international organizations to share expertise and knowledge and market OSHAD SF at all levels, and participating in international events to highlight the efforts of the UAE in general and of the Emirate of Abu Dhabi in particular in protecting workers and providing safe and healthy workplaces. OSHAD, safe and healthy workplaces for all.
So, maybe the time I've learned from the system is good, but the repetition is good. We have this, this system is established like 2010 now. People who participate in developing this system was actually it was an initiation by the Executive Council. Executive Council, the highest authority here in the country. They ask people to go for the best approach, as you see, for getting a system in place, to establish a system and put it in place in Abu Dhabi. This system, by the way, is unique for Abu Dhabi only, so it's not in Dubai. It's only in Abu Dhabi, and it was very challenging, I think, for Abu Dhabi to come up with something like this, and to start to search, the best way, what is the best fit, standards, that Abu Dhabi can comply to. So they get that type of reference for the IOSH, for the OSHA, from the HSC, from Australia, lots of good bodies, you can see all over the world, and they get up with a combination of elements and mechanisms and procedures and policies. They put it all together. I'm just highlighting maybe if any of you know about whatever your background is. Actually, this is kind of a mix between three different schools of setting the plans or putting a system in place. Maybe everybody knows about Plan Do Check Act. Okay, the DSC cycle. This was like the initial one. People knows about the approach for radar. Did you ever hear about this? Radar. It is the one used by European Federation for Quality Management for setting the excellence model. If you know about SKIA, SKIA Award, Sheikh Khalifa Excellence Award. Yeah, it's a very prestigious one. You should think about it from now, right? Because some hospitals started to get this one. So they have a unique also approach of putting a system in place, how to build the system, So I guess the system have been really learned from the best in this, the plan, as we said, or the approach, what to start with. So they have building the strategy, they have put the policy in place from the Occupational Safety and Health for Abu Dhabi. they talk about the resources, they conduct, gap analysis to know where Abu Dhabi is now before they setting the scene for building standards, to identify and assess, any hazard available in Abu Dhabi specifically. So this all happened in the approach phase or the plan phase. They went for deployment. They started here to put the roles and responsibility. They have to eliminate the people who work on developing the system. They have to start implementing their plan, for the people to build the system. They conducted some awareness sessions and so on. This was the deployment session or the deployment part, or they do, and then they went for the assessment. Assessment was to monitor or have third-party audit on the facilities implementing the system, and we have performance sector regulatory authorities to follow on the entities. Again, this is in the check phase, and in the act it was the measurement and review, which is equal to the act or equal to review and resources. This how the continual improvement will happen in the initial phase of development and then year after year. This system, if any of you working in Abu Dhabi, they started developing this in 2010. Okay, the first release was like 2012. When they started to introduce it to hospitals, it was like a big shock. Maybe people now is like at least they are aware there is another license they will get from HAB, which is very critical. People wasn't believe in the beginning. They said no, safety, patient safety is the most important for us. But they didn't ever thought about this one. This one meant to be patient safety, facility safety. It's a kind of integrated framework. The people was shocked. They spent like maybe 6 months in a denial phase. This occupational safety and health is not for us. All of such stuff. Maybe you experience this when hands start to speak to you. You felt like you're a hospital. What you're speaking about, everybody have the same experience, have the same denial phase, and then they started to say, okay, so we have to comply. So you started to get document, to work in it, to build your system, to submit it, and so on. The good what you will feel, maybe after your first cycle of audit, that our system have been improved. Okay? Hospitals, like any other organizations like you, before you come to that course today, maybe you don't know much about OSHAD, but leaving the day, after the course, you'll be having some, so you get the knowledge, little knowledge. Maybe you are expert in your field, but there's something new to you. You don't know it, but it added something to you. Organization as like course, it has credentials, and this credential is the systems, the best practices, the experience of the people, coming to work for your facility, the organization learn, right? Having this system, you put it, and we agree it is mandatory, so you have to implement it. By the time you will feel, it's really good, it's not bad. And how it's set, in a way that it fit 12 sectors. So this system applicable on you, and at the same time applicable to Hack Airway, at the same time even Steel, at the same time this, Carrefour. Okay, there is some of core requirement in that one, which is unlimitable, Everybody agreed that this is something, like to do audit, to make training, to have inspections, to make risk assessment, to report incident. It's a kind of generic terms, right? It's applicable to everybody. There is some sections, we'll speak about section 9, for example, which speak about standard operating procedures. Okay? In that field, we'll speak about patient safety, we'll speak about infection control, we'll speak about if I'm in a hospital. If I'm in Emirates Steel, I speak about, hot permit work and whatever, other stuff which is, using ladder or whatever for that place. It is fit, and this cycle show such best practice, developing the system. Here again, we spoke about, the kind of cultural change. Abu Dhabi was having a challenge. We are governmental. Governmental looks like, exempted from anything. We are Sahha hospitals, for example, our public hospitals, we are accepted, we are different. But the case is not like that. In that OSHAD, it gives a kind of universal message. This system with all the elements, in it, is applicable all sector, the public sector and the governmental sector. So it's no longer, we are public or governmental and so on. So they cover the partnership between the government and the public sector. Some of the culture change also, or the old jurisdiction and health culture, with the communication and consultation. Typically, people are not forced to go and speak to the staff, right? in all levels, by the way. I facilitated many strategic planning sessions. You know, strategic planning could be the top management, I agree. But other than that,